Gentlemen, today we're going to discuss a topic that's a little deeper. It's actually a lot deeper. And that is how a lot of men are stuck today because they're living a very full life. And there's a trend that's been growing over the last 10, 15 years where men are choosing to live a life of fullness. What do I mean by fullness? I mean that this is a lot of men chasing outcomes constantly. How can I get a promotion? How can I make more money in my business? How can I get the hottest girl? Just constantly chasing outcomes. Also constantly chasing feelings, which is I want to feel attraction. I want to feel company. I want to feel powerful. I want to feel status. They're always chasing some kind of feeling. A lot of modern men are constantly chasing needs and desires. They're identifying with their desires and their needs and making sure that they live their life to get those needs and desires met, right? A lot of men are in feminized hobbies, right? A lot more guys doing music festivals, going to shows, going to clubs, drinking, smoking. These are all energetically very feminine things, right? Men seeking stimulation through porn, through social media, through validation and getting caught in YouTube algorithms and learning without applying what they learn. Also, a lot of men starting to hang out more in large groups socially, wanting group validation, wanting to be part of something, and constantly get dopamine hits. So one of the things that this life of fullness has done to men is it's been one of the key contributors to the rise in mental health challenges for men, and a lot of men being emasculated and feminized these days. And you might not see the correlation between the two. What's me being busy, what's me having a full life have to do with mental health challenges? What does me having a full life have to do with being emasculated or feminized? It has a lot to do with it. I'll tell you why. Let's break this down at a spiritual, biological level. So I've been studying spirituality as regards to masculine and feminine dynamics. And one of the things I learned very early on, which has proven itself true consistently over and over and over again, how energetically, when a man is full, when he's constantly chasing, pursuing, trying to get those outcomes, trying to get those dopamine hits and that stimulation and those needs met, right? Getting those feelings met. When a man is doing that, he's actually outside of his masculine nature. For a man, his masculine nature, which is where his inner peace comes from, which is where his confidence comes from, his conviction, his self-assurance, that comes when many men are connected with their masculine nature. And when many men are chasing and pursuing these things I just mentioned, they're out of their masculine nature. They're constantly flowing and feeling and chasing and pursuing. And there's something that becomes out of alignment for men. It impacts the mental health. It impacts the confidence, and negatively. So biologically, when a man can learn to master emptiness internally first, that's when he becomes the master of his inner world and his reality. So when a man can show up with internal emptiness, and emptiness means clearing the thoughts, the fears, the triggers, the traumas, the anxieties, the stress, the addictions, the nice guy conditioning, the masculine instincts that you were naturally born with, like truth, courage, awareness, power, freedom, and God, spirit flowing through you naturally and automatically. Those things can naturally come through. When you clear the fullness, when you clear out the mess and the chaos, that's when your true nature as a human and as a man naturally opens up and comes through. You're basically creating space for your true nature to come through when you clear out a lot of that fullness. So how do you go about clearing that space? How do you go about coming back to emptiness so you can be more connected with the most spiritual, higher version of yourself, as well as the most masculine version of yourself? Well, you got to start first from clearing out your calendar externally. If you really want to have internal emptiness, you have to first have emptiness in your schedule. So not stacking constant calendar meetings, not stacking constant social events, music festivals, sports events, things to do with groups and friends and going to bars and clubs and dinners, and being able to empty a lot of that out to do something men were designed to do, and that's spend time in peace, spend time in peace, spend time in contemplation, spend time looking at the lake, listening to the sounds of the waves at the ocean, taking in the oxygen from the trees. When you can offload your calendar and your schedule and create space for nothingness, for self-connection, for observation, then you will be on the path towards emptiness. And once you're on that path of clearing out the fullness in your life, the fullness that keeps you feminized and stuck and anxious, even though you might believe you're accomplishing something with living a full life, you're actually sabotaging yourself away from your natural state. And when you come back to emptiness, your natural state, that's when you have the opportunity to go within, to get your mind right, to process your emotions, to connect with spirituality, to get out of the nice guy syndrome and into being in masculine instincts, and to live from an open heart and connected with your higher self. I'd like to illustrate this to you by sharing how I came to this concept. This isn't something I just read in a book or heard on YouTube. I came to this concept through a very deep and painful journey. For those of you who know me, you know that I had a chronic illness 6 years ago from overworking, living a very full life, working 60 to 80-hour weeks, going to Las Vegas every few months, partying constantly, getting new clients, learning new skills, swimming a mile every day, meditating, everything happening at once. And my body and my mind gave out. I fell with a chronic illness with intense brain inflammation, intense body pains, memory loss, fatigue. I was in bed for 9 months, only able to leave for doctor appointments, and disabled for several years. And as I went through the process of healing, of coming back to be a normal functioning human in this world, one of the things I learned was my fullness was getting in the way of my health. And the more I started emptying my life, okay, I can only work X number of hours a week. Okay, I'm only gonna socialize 1 or 2 times a week. I'm only gonna go on 1 date a week. I'm only gonna take on 1 new skill at a time instead of 3 or 4 at a time. And when I started to let that all fall by the wayside, I started to realize that my health came back. And it started to become this dance that every time that I brought more fullness into my life, my health symptoms would come back up. And every time I brought more emptiness to my life, my health symptoms would go away and I would come back to being a normal, functioning, connected human being. And you might ask that, hey, I don't have a chronic illness. Why does this apply to me? I'll tell you about the side effects that I learned from this. When I started having that emptiness, not only did I become healthier, but I became more peaceful and more masculine, more powerful. I also became more spiritually connected. So the first thing I noticed was, people who are watching might have different definitions of God. I don't come at it from a religious context, but it's the creator, the force around us. And I noticed that every time I started emptying my life, going within, first emptying my schedule, then emptying my mind, my fluctuating emotions, my addictions and bad habits, also emptying out any nice guy habits, wounds and triggers in my heart. So that's what I mean, emptying all of it and coming back to stillness, to nothingness, to peace, to presence, right? So every time I started doing that, I started connecting with a higher voice, a higher wisdom. All of a sudden, more business opportunities would come in. I would have more client breakthroughs. I would have women just reach out to me. A lot of times it would be 2 or 3 women who reach out to me in the same minute. And it always happened when I was in a state of emptiness. in nature, sitting, observing, emptying out what's going on the inside. And I started to realize that the reason I'm healing from emptiness is not because of some physiological thing, it's a spiritual phenomena. That I'm connecting with this higher voice, this higher intelligence, my intuition, and also healing at the same time, because emptiness is really creating godliness. And what that has been able to do is it's been able to allow me, when I do honor myself and live from a state of emptiness, to live with a lot more inner peace, a lot more love of life, and also more connected to my masculine instincts, where I know my truth, I know my yes, my no, my boundaries, my stand, my vision. And when I'm empty, it all comes out clearly. Peace comes easy. Happiness comes easy. Strength and truth comes easy. And it all comes easy when I'm in a state of emptiness. So closing out, let's talk about some of the benefits of emptiness, right? We talked about this. Emptiness returns a man to stillness, because stillness is a natural biological state and trait of masculinity. So when a man is in stillness, he can have greater clarity. He can have higher wisdom, intuition, a more objective and clear observation. He tends to have more conviction in his truth, the decisions and choices that he makes, and the actions he takes, coming from an aligned vision instead of fear, neediness, emotionality, or any kind of autopilot that comes from living a full life. So if you can move away from fullness and into emptiness as a man, you might notice that you start to become a more masculine man. A man who can master his emptiness can become much stronger of a man, connected with his deeper wisdom and his truth, as well as living with a higher awareness and a stronger conviction from stillness, from living with a sense of peace, and living in power and freedom. When you learn to stop getting pulled apart by society's expectations, you might find a sense of calmness, clarity, and a deeper connection with yourself. And if you allow for it, you might find a connection with spirit or God that naturally flows through you with an open heart, with a sense of peace, and with the ability to access flow states. So, men, I really want you to take this video in, because this is a foreign concept. And there might have been a lot of words here that are triggering. There might be a lot of words here that you don't agree with. But I'm not telling you to go to God or to be the most masculine man. I'm just telling you right now to discover emptiness and what it might mean for you. There's worse things in the world than exploring a new path, granted a very different path than the one you've been taught and been practicing in Western society. But if you take this new path, you might find yourself living with a sense of peace, more contentness and love for life, flow states coming through and having creativity and flow, have wind be behind your back as you create projects with work, with business, building relationships with women. And you might find that it's easier to access your truth, your power, and your strength, because you're not being debilitated and exhausted from all the fullness of a chaotic life. Do you want to be the man who does things on your terms from a place of clarity and truth? Or do you want to be a man who does what everyone is doing, constantly copying, following, and imitating? The choice is yours, and I recommend you make that choice today. Don't waste any time. Sit down, meditate, close your eyes, and take the inspiration from this video and learn how to find emptiness the way it looks like for you. If you learned something from this video and you want to join the Meta Mastery Brotherhood, check out the link below for the different avenues in which you can become part of Meta Mastery.